A warm welcome, everyone, and thank you very much for joining today's live session on the RISE with SAP methodology, your guiding framework for transformation. So today's session is part of an entire series on the theme of SAP Business Suite. And in case you're interested in the past as well as the upcoming sessions that are part of this series, feel free to visit our playlist, which is accessible via the description of this video. So don't miss the opportunity to explore more sessions about the theme of SAP Business Suite there. So today, I am very happy to be joined by my colleague Deepak as expert. So Deepak is the enablement lead for the RISE with SAP methodology at SAP. So you, the participants, have the opportunity to raise your questions. You can do so by using the chat window, and we will pick them up and answer them right after the presentation part. So without any further ado, I would like to now hand over to our expert today. And Deepak, the stage is all yours.
Hey, thanks, Sinan. Everybody, welcome. And the topic for today is Rise with SAP Methodology, your guide to transformation. Transformations are never simple, right? They disrupt processes, challenge cultures, and often feel very overwhelming. But with the right structure and guidance, they become the opportunities for reinvention. Rise with SAP methodology is designed as the guiding framework, making transformation faster, structured, and also efficient. With that said, let's get started. On the agenda today, firstly, we will look briefly at the SAP Business Suite, the foundation for enterprises. Then we'll go deeper into Rise with SAP methodology and its three building blocks. Finally, we'll close with a call to action, why transformations should happen now. The first step, SAP Business Suite. The SAP Business Suite is about running the enterprises of the future. It now combines the cloud ERP with the line of business applications to create an intelligent system. This is just not a technology, right? It's the backbone of organizations, which will help organizations to adapt quickly, innovate constantly, and also compete more effectively. Rise with SAP is a journey for our existing customers to the business suite. The Rise with SAP methodology enables a seamless navigation of the transition to the SAP Business Suite. Now, the discovery phase marks the common starting point for every customer journey in select and leveraging the appropriate business suite applications. While activating best practices processes for SAP Business Suite Cloud ERP private packages, formerly also called the Cloud ERP, public is often swift and straightforward. The transition to Cloud ERP private, especially for those with complex business requirements and existing customized extensions, can be a little bit more challenging. To address these demands, tailored project roadmaps for both the Cloud ERP public and private have been developed, drawing on insights and experience from thousands of successful projects. Now, the Cloud ERP private package includes carefully designed entitlements that accelerates the transformation efforts utilizing tools such as Signavio, LeanIX, along with additional tools as you will see during the step when we talk about integrated toolchain. While we at SAP are subscribing for the Cloud ERP private, the journey is not also easy when it comes to our private cloud customers. Why so? Because over the years, they have built a lot of extensions on top of their ERP system. This is very, very beneficial to them and extends their business needs. But it also is a hindrance in certain aspects. For example, these legacy systems, which have been extended, also is a technical debt that they are carrying. Upgrades become longer and more painful as they need to move with the current trends. So, in such a case, SAP subscribed the clean core principles and how they could move forward to be able to consume innovations, be agile, while also taking forward their business needs, which have been developed over the years. So, how do they do that? That is where the clean core principles and the rise with SAP methodology plays an important role. Now, let's look at how SAP is trying to protect and safeguard our customers during their journey and how they transform. Cloud operations. In the transformation journey, you will see that the cloud operations can streamline business continuity and simplify the operations. With SAP managing it, they don't have to worry about the ongoing reliability and the security that needs to be taken care for all systems. Coming to the investment protection part, SAP has provided transformation credits in the form of incentives and also flexible licensing models. If you're working with a partner, make sure to ask if they are offering any incentive as well. And finally, a proven methodology. Based on the best practices of thousands of successful customer transformations, the Rise with SAP methodology includes these 3 points: standardized framework, integrated tool chain, and expert guidance. Let's dig deep and let's go further into these three components. The standardized framework, a scalable project roadmap based on best practice experiences from streamlined implementation to complex multinational and industry customer requirements. Integrated toolchain is a set of tools for streamlined collaboration and efficient project execution and ensure a cohesive, efficient, and workflow management that can be captured through your implementation activities. Expert guidance, offering you the end-to-end expert guidance through which SAP and qualified partners support you from discover to onboard and through the project implementation. Now let's look at each of them in a little bit more detail, right? The standardized framework utilizes the Activate methodology that was defined by SAP. The discover, prepare, explore, realize, deploy, and run phases remain the same. On top of it, what has been added is the digital discovery assessment, which will help you in scoping your application. While you scope your applications and sign your contracts, the onboarding team comes into picture, which will help you in hand holding you in the initial phases of the project. The transformation preparation service helps you in using the different tools and being able to leverage from your investments. The quality gates and expert feedback helps in being able to have that retrospective at each important phase at the end of it and being able to check if you are on the right path or if you need to make a course correction. So these are the additional aspects that have been added on top of your Activate methodology. That said, now let's get into the integrated toolchain. Integrated toolchain, why does this play such an important role. It is like the nervous system of your entire implementation, while cloud ALM is the digital backbone. All your information across different tools needs to be in harmony, which will reduce friction and also help collaboration and reduce the effort in bringing things together. Let's look at an example. For example, if you are starting off and you want to know which are all your applications which you've been using all this while, and you need to see that in one place, right? So that's where LeanIX comes into picture. The first point that you see there is IT landscape discovery from cloud ALM system into the LeanIX system. This will create a set of all your applications available to you and without any miss. If you tomorrow add another application, that can also be synced. Now you have the list of all your applications. What are the business processes within these applications that you use? You need to know that, right? So you are able to analyze and make betterments and go through the phases. That's where Signavio comes into picture, and you're looking at it at the second point where you can analyze your current processes and know which processes are coming from which of these applications. Yeah, that is your second point of integration. Let's say you go a little further. Now you're in the fit to standard workshop. During your fit to standard workshop, you see that there are certain requirements that needs to be captured. All of this can be captured in your Signavio tool. And this can be seamlessly synced into your cloud ALM, where you will be able to further add user stories and test these changes and be able to release them to production. In this process, your testing team might be sitting somewhere else in the world, right? And they might be using Tricentis. A project manager may not know exactly where to go and find the status for the day. He doesn't need to. With the integration point 5 that you see, they will simply be able to go into Cloud ALM and find out where are these test cases and what has happened to them and be able to know the status. Let's say there was a delay in one of these milestones, and your architect is uh, desiring to know where exactly does the team achieve the planned vision of changes, right? So he doesn't need to come to Cloud ALM. This can be seen in your LeanIX, and that is integration point number 4 that you see. Yeah. While you are in the process of making all the changes and bringing about implementation, adoption is also very, very important. So adoption is taken care by WalkMe. This is a very tip of the iceberg story with respect to the integrated tool chain. More and more such information will be synced between these applications as we go through, and you will see the value that it brings, reducing communication requirements and all of these things being seamlessly seen, transparent, and all the information being live. Yeah. So this is value add. So if the standardized framework was your map, then the integrated tool chain is your nervous system and also the tools that you use or a vehicle that you use along the journey. Now we need a dashboard, right? The dashboard is your Rise with SAP methodology dashboard. This dashboard gives you the view of your health of the system, and it tells you how well you've been progressing with respect to ABAP cloud objects being used, or whether you're still using the classic way and you're adding to your technical debt. How good is your integration? Are you using standard interfaces, or are you using the traditional interfaces, or have you created your own custom interfaces which are not supposed to be used? All of this can be seen on the Rise with SAP methodology dashboard. This is very similar to a health card, and you can keep monitoring it, like how we monitor our regular vitals on a watch or using a ring, right? This is very similar to that. Till now, we've spoken only about the systems, but the people are the ones who bring the actual value. This is where the whole thing comes together with our SAP experts and qualified partners. The SAP advisors in the form of onboarding advisors and the architects who help you through your transformation journey play a vital role. Our qualified partners are the heavy lifters with respect to a lot of projects out there. So, what are these activities that these two groups do? Embedded launch activity. Firstly, onboarding has been improved significantly with Cloud ERP bringing together all of the different tools related onboarding together. You will see the details as we go into it. And then you have the transformation preparation service. SAP has been hearing to the feedback from the market. Our customers want more help with respect to how they use the tools. And this also adds more skin in the game for SAP to help our customers and in helping them to transform and enable their journey. Let's get into what and why and when does the onboarding aspects take care. The onboarding part is a zero additional cost. It safeguards your go live and also accelerates your time to value. When does onboarding happen? During your prepare phase. What do they do there? They help you know what are your entitlements and also give you an intro into the Rise with SAP methodology itself. How are they done? Through personalized calls to each customer. And you have also webinars and emails and digital content that are provided throughout the journey. This said, let's look into individual steps of onboarding and how this is taken care. As soon as you sign your contract, you will get an onboarding email, a welcome email from the onboarding team, and you will start getting requests to schedule your calls. Once you have scheduled your calls and your initial onboarding calls have been completed, the onboarding for Signavio, LeanIX, BTP, and Build are being triggered. All of this is taken care by a single team, making it seamless and work like a symphony. Once the Cloud ALM success plan is set up, the handover happens to the transformation preparation service. Let's get into these details in the next slide. Post the completion of the transformation preparation service, the onboarding advisor helps you complete the Clean Core Quality Gate 1. And after submission, once you get the Quality Gate report, the report readout is being completed. Post which the one-on-one onboarding activity stops, but the journey continues with webinars and support that is available from SAP. Let's get into the transformation preparation service. Why transformation preparation service? This is the first step of handholding with respect to the different tools that come embedded with your Cloud ERP Private Edition. The tailored transformation roadmap is created with one end-to-end scenario using tools such as LeanIX and Signavio, and then syncing the changes to Cloud ALM. With this, you will be able to see the real value coming out of these tools. The integrated toolchain activation, which is a prerequisite for this activity, is done so that it makes it easy for you to start consumption. Solution standardization governance model helps you to set up an SSB and thereby be able to streamline your operations. Being on the cloud is a mindset. You should be able to continue to keep your systems clean, and anything that goes to your production should be going through a governance model. And this activity is being simulated to you in this process. And setting up this board is being done as a part of the activity. Use case examples for AI, SAP Build, and SAP BTP is demonstrated. And there is also a 3-day workshop that is conducted on site for this activity. This is an investment from SAP's side to ensure our customer success. Till now, we've seen the human angle of it. Now, artificial intelligence is also taking over a lot of these aspects and helping to accelerate the transformation. You will see the benefits with our Joule for RISE with SAP methodology, where it provides you 24/7 expert guidance. And it is contextual, project specific, and also helps you automate a lot of these tasks. You can automatically send your tasks to people and have smart notifications and also intelligently prioritize your clean core tasks. This is from the SAP side of the window. Now let's get into what has been done on the partner side. We always believed in enabling our partners and helping them to be able to contribute to the success of our customers. That's where we have the partner capability framework to judge their competency and be able to help them in improving. The RISE with SAP competency includes a check towards certified implementation consultants, project managers, developers, and a track record of go live successes. When these things are available, then a partner becomes a qualified RISE with SAP partner. From the pool of qualified RISE with SAP partners, those who have an expert level for RISE with SAP, SAP BTP, and Signavio, and also a methodology that is validated by SAP and a track record of go live successes in large scale deployments, get the label of RISE with SAP validated partners. These are not many. You will see them in this slide. Accenture, Capgemini, Cognizant, HCL Tech, IBM, Infosys, etc. are few to name. These partners are also taking a lot of our customers into their wings and helping enable their transformation. Let's quickly recap what we have learned till now. RISE with SAP for Cloud ERP Private and the RISE with SAP methodology. 3 main components: standardized framework, integrated toolchain, and expert guidance. The new things that have come up now is the enhanced onboarding, transformation preparation service, RISE with SAP methodology dashboard, and the Joule scenarios for RISE with SAP methodology. In simple words, if you take transformation as a journey, standardized framework is your map, integrated toolchain is your vehicle, and expert guidance is your guide in this process. Transformations need to happen, and change is always a prerogative. So a call is to be future ready, modernize your businesses with RISE with SAP methodology, and benefit from the cloud agility with SAP, maximizing your investments. Scan the QR, keep up to date, and be learning. Yeah. With that, Sinan, I would like to hand it over to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Deepak, for your valuable insights into the RISE with SAP methodology and how our customers can benefit from it. So now let's move over to the Q&A part. So to the participants, as mentioned in the beginning, you can feel free to include your questions in the chat window, and we will pick them up from there and answer them right now. So just one more remark until we start with the questions. The slides you have just seen will shortly after this session be accessible via the description of this video. And in the description, you can also find a link leading to our playlist where you can access all past as well as the upcoming sessions that are part of our SAP Business Suite series. So with that, let's start with the first question that we have received in the chat. So how can the RISE with SAP methodology dashboard be accessed?
Okay, the RISE with SAP methodology dashboard is available in your cloud ALM systems. It requires a small configuration with respect to roles that needs to be added. And you will see a separate tab in the cloud ALM system called RISE with SAP, and within which you will find, as of today, systems view and operations view that you can access.
Perfect. Thank you very much for the clarification here. So let's move on to the next question. So it's basically two questions. Which tools will be set up during the transformation preparation service? And does the service happen on site? I think the second part you have answered in the session already.
Yeah. As a part of the transformation preparation service, Cloud ALM, Signavio and LeanIX will be set up, and integration between these tools will also be completed. Yeah. And as mentioned, it also includes a 3-day on-site workshop with the customers and the partners.
Great. Thank you, Deepak, for shedding light on this aspect. So I can currently not see additional questions in the chat. We have a comment, nice session. So I can only emphasize that and pass that on to you, Deepak. So
thank you.
I think it's really been a nice and very informative session. So thank you very much, Deepak, for taking your time, for being with us today. And to the participants, would be great to see you again in one of our future sessions. I wish you a great day and goodbye.
Thanks, Sinan.